there's a viral story exploding online out of Minnesota, and it has millions of people asking serious questions about how taxpayer money is being spent. Some daycare centers are reportedly receiving millions in government funding, yet when investigators are showing up, there are no kids, no activities, and no real explanations. And that's the headline going around right now, and I'm going to be unpacking that in today's video. So what sparked the outrage? Well, a YouTuber and a independent journalist named Nick Shirley recently posted videos showing what appears to be a daycare facility in Minneapolis, licensed to care for thousands of children, with closed doors, blackout windows, and no kids in sight. The sign even reportedly has learning misspelt, raising red flags for any viewers. I'm going to show the picture right now. So it's pretty crazy that these so-called daycare centers they can't even spell the word learning right. Somehow that didn't raise red flags by anyone. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm no expert at this, but I'm pretty sure that something like schools and daycare, shouldn't they be getting monthly or if not at least yearly audits? So it's pretty interesting. And in some of these clips, Nick highlights the government billing records and claims the facilities they're receiving nearly $2 million in children care assistant program funds in 2025. It's insane. The videos have been spreading all over the place. I saw it on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, with a bunch of people reacting and debating what we're seeing, right? And, you know, of course, there's always going to be some people calling it a fraud, and, you know, most people are saying it's a symptom of deeper oversight issues, and I'm here to tell you it is no fraud. This is 100%. This is really just like the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure there's way more deeper and bigger scams and scandals that are going on behind the scenes that we have no idea. And it took a independent journalism or journalist, whatever they go by, to discover this. And he's with some old dude. I don't even know who that is in these videos, but I think he's been doing research on this for quite a bit now about these daycare centers and also some healthcare centers as well in like the same buildings. It's pretty crazy. I definitely suggest, it's like a 45-minute video. I definitely suggest you guys taking a look and checking it out, because it's insane. And it feels like everything is a scam, right? And it just feels that, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, we're really all just slaves in this system, and it's like, it's just ridiculous. We are the modern day slave, and it's sad and it's depressing to see. I'm not surprised. Am I surprised? No, nothing will surprise me anymore. I don't know why these Somalins are all of a sudden, that's who's doing these daycares, by the way, is these Somalins, these people that are just, I don't know where they came. I mean, I know where they came from, but it's like all of a sudden they've come up, and I don't know. Like, I also seen some of the people like in Congress in Minnesota, like with them, like with the Somalins. And it's like, why? Like, how did they hijack Minnesota? And how did they get in control of this? Like, these are like the questions like I wish I had answers to. And I definitely strongly suggest you guys go out and do more research if this is at all interesting to you. I'm definitely going to look at it a bit more and kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to drive myself crazy over this, of course. I mean, I don't want to waste a bunch of my time, and I don't recommend you guys do as well on this, because I mean, there's really nothing that you can do about it. But it's, I mean, not about this particular situation, but it's more about spreading the awareness. And because the claims being made online is basically, the daycares licensed are served. They're supposed to be licensed to serve many children, but when they're going to these daycare centers, these facilities. There's no children there. There's no kids there. And there's no signs of kids. And as I mentioned earlier, is like there's no windows. They're blacked out doors. It does not look like a daycare center at all. These places where they're going into, they're not daycare centers. I don't know what they're doing there. I guess they just have some building and they're just collecting money. I mean, it's pretty nuts. And, and then I don't know how they got the billing records, but, the billing records are showing that millions in public money is just flowing to these centers for some odd, strange reason. And a lot of people are saying that it is part of a much larger social services fraud problem in Minnesota, apparently. Because this is not something new. And Tim Walsh, the governor of Minnesota, is a clown. I think we all knew that when he was trying to run for vice president with Kamala Harris. He's a weirdo. He's a clown. And this is why, again, I'm not surprised coming from this guy's state that he governs. Who knows what goes on over there and who knows what he does behind the scenes. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more money that is being fraud and being manipulated through the system. And it's not just in Minnesota, it's throughout the whole entire country. And the political reaction, I believe there was this some House person named Tom Emer. He questioned Tim Walz over the center and over the daycare centers on Twitter, and he is saying that taxpayers deserve answers because it's extremely frustrating for us normal people that have to pay taxes every day on everything, on the money we earn, the money we spend. It's insane. And this is what happens. And it's just, what's crazy to me too is it takes some the mainstream media will never report this type of stuff. The mainstream media will never do it because they're controlled by the elites. They're controlled by the government. So this type of stuff will never come out from the mainstream media, which I don't know how the mainstream media isn't dead yet, because I don't know who still listens to that and follows them, because we all know that they're frauds and that they're funded by the people in control. So they're only going to push narratives at what they want us to hear, not stuff like this that is it's extremely disappointing to see. And it's important. The official context and history of Minnesota is they've been dealing with concerns about fraud in childcare and other social services for years. Like, this is actually nothing new. The more I read into this and the more I was looking up the information about this stuff, and it's pretty crazy, because there's been investigators that has documented cases of misbilling, lack of oversight, and fraud in programs like Medicaid and child care funds. The Department of Human Services is currently, they have dozens of active investigations in child care providers receiving public funds and the enforcements. So while these new videos are dramatic, they're really just, they're part of the bigger story about oversight, funding, and overall just the accountability. And, what we don't know is, what's crazy to me is why this matters to taxpayers. What the taxpayers don't truly know is, we need a better system, right? This is not just some little misunderstanding, but somehow these events, they always get swept under the rug, it feels like. I feel like this will be a popular thing, right? This will be talked about, and then it just disappears. And then we move on to the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. And it's like nothing ever changes, nothing ever gets done. And taxpayers, the fundings, they need a stronger oversight and transparency. But we all know it's never going to happen because this is all, the system is working as it should. It is working by its design. And it is to fuck us. It is to destroy us. The normal everyday American citizens. It is designed to destroy us, and it's working as planned. And Millions of the public dollars are supposed to support families and working parents. That's what we're told. And if that system is being misused or broken, which it is, that's a real problem for real people. And, it's not just about one daycare. It's not about the Somalins. I mean, it is, because they're weird, and I don't even know. Like, there's 3 words that I have for them is send them back, please. It's about the billions of dollars in the taxpayers' money that is just, it's not being monitored and it's not being enforced. But again, that's how the system is supposed to be. And it's pretty insane to me. I don't really know. Like, sometimes I'm just speechless, and sometimes I don't have like I don't have like an actual, I don't understand it. Like, it's higher than my understanding, and it's very unfortunate for us that like no one cares, because like I said, this is gonna just go under the rug, and it's gonna be the next big story, and we're just gonna be left with the same type of cycle and the same type of loop. And these people won't get in trouble. Tim Walz probably won't get in trouble. Yeah, some Somalins will get deported, but they were the scapegoats all the time. They're the little pawns that I guess that's why they chose them, was to use them as pawns in this. And they set this up, and it's just, it's ridiculous. But I don't know where all that money was going. Were the Somalins getting it? Were the Jews getting it? Who knows where that money was going? But please, like I mentioned earlier, go check it out for yourself if you're at all interested. Please leave your comments, thoughts, feedback on this situation. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.